Hey there. So, you're aiming to get your BEd from AC Training College? That's a great choice. You are in exactly the right place. We're going to break down all those official 2025 admission rules and turn them into a super simple step-by-step guide for you. Let's get right into it. Yeah, I get it. It's totally normal to feel that way. You look at those official notifications, and they can be so dense, right? Filled with jargon and all these little rules that honestly leave you with more questions than answers. It's so easy to feel like, wait, did I miss something crucial? But hey, don't you worry about that. That is exactly why we're here. We are going to walk through every single stage together, literally step by step, so you can feel totally confident about your application. Let's begin. All right, first things first. Before you even think about filling out forms or calculating scores, we need to answer the most important question of all. Are you eligible? This is the absolute foundation, so let's make sure we get this right. Okay, here are the basics. If you're a general candidate, you need at least 50% in your bachelor's or master's degree. For SC/SD candidates, that requirement is a little more relaxed, down to 45%. So, the very first thing you should do, go grab your final mark sheets and just confirm you meet this baseline. Now let's talk about a detail that can be a real game changer, and it's something a lot of applicants actually overlook. It's called the past subject rule, and trust me, it can open up a whole new path for your eligibility. Here is a perfect example of how this works. Let's say your main honor subject was philosophy, but you also studied history as a past subject for at least 300 marks. Even if philosophy isn't on the list of BEd subjects, you could still be eligible to apply for a BEd in history. See? This could be huge, so definitely double-check your transcripts. Okay, so you've confirmed you're eligible. Awesome. Now it's time to turn our attention to the calendar. Missing a deadline is just not an option. So let's get these key dates locked in. Here is the entire schedule all in one place. The online application window kicks off on August 25th and slams shut at noon on September 14th. After that, things move fast. The merit list comes out just 3 days later on the 17th, with counseling sessions happening on the 23rd and 25th of September. You're going to want to put these in your calendar right now. The application itself is a pretty simple 4-step online process. You just head to the official website, carefully fill in all your details, have your scanned documents ready to go, mark sheets, age proof, that kind of thing, and then you hit submit. That's it. Okay, here's where we get into the numbers. How is that final merit list actually calculated? I know it might seem complicated at first glance, but we're going to break it down into simple, manageable pieces. This is how you figure out exactly where you stand. Your score starts with your academic performance from school. The college uses the exact same point system for both your secondary and your higher secondary results. The higher your percentage, the more points you get, all the way up to a maximum of 20 points for each level if you scored 85% or above. Next up is graduation, and you really have to pay close attention here because the scoring is different for honors and general degree candidates. An honors student scoring over 70% gets that maximum of 20 points, while a general degree student scoring over 60% gets 8. It's so important to find your category to calculate your score correctly. And finally, any higher qualifications can give your score a really nice boost. A post-graduation degree can add up to 20 more points. If you have an MPhil, that's another 5 points, and a PhD adds 7 points to your grand total. In a competitive list, believe me, every single point counts. And now for the final leg of the journey. You've made it onto the merit list, so first off, congratulations. But what's next? Let's cover the final steps you need to take to officially secure your spot at AC Training College. You'll get to choose from one of these 10 method subjects. Now, keep in mind, there are exactly 10 seats for each one. That's it. So as you can probably guess, the competition for some of the more popular subjects might be pretty tight. It's a good thing to remember when you're heading into counseling. Once you're offered a seat, the first-year admission fee is 36,000 rupees. You'll want to be prepared for this as it's the main payment you have to make online right at the time of admission to officially lock in your place. In addition to that, there's a separate 1,000 rupee processing fee for the first year. Now, the key detail here is how you pay. Unlike the main fee, this one has to be paid in person at the college cash counter, so don't get those two mixed up. And that brings us to the end of our guide. You now have the eligibility rules, the full timeline, the scoring system, and all the final steps. The only question left is the most exciting one. Which subject will you choose to master so you can inspire the next generation? Good luck with your application.